There were some journalists and legal experts that felt Thomas was possibly making up these stories, and that his confessions were false. He was indeed able to inform the court of many details from the individual crime scenes, and he was also able to vividly recount how he had sexually assaulted several of the victims before killing them. But at the same time, not a single piece of forensic evidence actually linked him to any of the killings. Regardless, Thomas Quick was convicted of all 8 murders, and he was sentenced to an indefinite prison term. His life story would later be widely debated in the Swedish press, but after he received his final conviction in 2001, Thomas eventually decided to isolate himself and stop speaking to both journalists and his family. And he also changed his name back to his birth name, Sture Bergvall. With the conclusion of these convictions, you may think it finally offered the loved ones who had been left behind an opportunity to find some form of closure to these heartbreaking cases. For decades they had been left with no answers as to what had really befallen these victims, but now they were finally able to move on with their lives. There was just one problem. Thomas, or Sture, had made it all up, and over the next couple of years, this scandal of how a highly sick man could be wrongly convicted of multiple homicides would start to unravel.